In this video, I'm going to share with you how I negotiated and landed a 1-year contract with a brand all by myself. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive in, take a second and hit that subscribe button. Every Friday in my Bet on Yourself series, I post videos to help you grow and monetize your social media so you can live your dream life. So let's dive into how I was able to negotiate and land this 1-year sponsorship all by myself. I do not have a social media manager or anything like that. So I want to give you the tips and tricks so you too can start landing bigger and better sponsorships. So the first thing that I did when the client reached out to me and said, hey, do you know about my website or my company? I'd love to do a collaboration with you. I've seen you on social media. Of course, your first step is to vet the company, make sure it is a legit company, but how you do that and how you figure out if it's a good sponsorship or not is for a separate video. Just know that obviously I did vet this company and I looked into the website, I looked into everything, and it looked good to go to be able to move forward. So then we start the negotiation process. So what does that entail? The main tip that I have for you guys is to ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more information you have. Now you're better gonna understand the needs of the client, what they're looking for their advertising, the whole 9 yards. This is gonna help you better to offer pricing and give you reasoning to back up your pricing to help you land that sponsorship. So this is what I did. I always wanna ask them the top 3 questions. Number 1, do you have a brief that you can send over? This is going to include hopefully their deliverables. If they don't have a brief, then you just wanna ask them what their deliverables are. I also ask them, what's your time frame? Are you asking for a video to be posted tomorrow, or are you asking for a video to be posted in 2 weeks? If it's an expedited video, then obviously you're gonna charge separately for that. Now, exactly what you charge and what you charge, the whole 9 yards, is again in another video. So definitely stay tuned on my channel for that. So you wanna make sure you have a really good idea of their time frame. The other thing I like to ask is, what would be a good sponsorship for them? So in essence, what results from this collaboration would you need to indicate that it was a good collaboration and you got a really good return on your investment in me? Is it you need 10 people to sign up on your website, or 10 people to download your app, or 50 people to buy your product? You wanna ask them that question. That is gonna help you when you go to negotiate future contracts, okay? So keep that tidbit in mind for a little bit later in this video. The next thing you wanna do is try to get them to, of course, shoot first. You never want to be the first one to shoot in a negotiation, because then they know where you're at and they're gonna try to talk you down. So you're gonna negotiate a little bit back and forth as far as the price based on their deliverables, because you already asked that question. So you know, are they talking about YouTube, TikTok, Instagram? Do you want one of each? Do you want 10? Are you looking for a long-term sponsorship, short-term sponsorship? All of these questions should have already been answered before you even get to talking about price. Then I also send over my media kit. Now, having a media kit is very important. It makes you look really professional, and it showcases all of your statistics and analytics that a lot of companies are gonna ask for anyway. So it has it in a nice, aesthetically pleasing document that you can send them. If you need help with putting together a media kit, definitely check out this video. That'll be linked in the top right. You can click the card, or it'll be below in the description box. But that is how you can create a completely free media kit. It's super easy. That is your homework after watching this video. If you don't already have one, highly recommend it. So then I went ahead and sent over my media kit. Now, this is what you wanna put on your media kit. You want to offer packages. So when you're negotiating with them, instead of just saying, hey, I want one YouTube video, here's a price, I always offer them packages and explain the benefits for them. This is where getting answers to those initial questions really comes in handy, because now you have some leverage. Hey, you were looking to really maximize your reach for this audience and get 50 people to sign up for your website. Well, what I recommend based on my channels and my experience with them, I'm getting the most reach in Instagram Reels right now. So what I would recommend doing is one Instagram Reel and one TikTok. That way you're able to reach 2 different audiences with the same content and see which audience is gonna do best for you and get you the most signups. The other benefit is I'm gonna put the link in my bio links for you. It's gonna be towards the top. So now both platforms have the opportunity, and it's really easy for them to be able to sign up for your website or buy your product, whatever it is, but you understand what I'm saying. So you wanna pitch them multiple different options and multiple packages. Now, obviously when you're pitching a package, you're gonna save them money because they're buying in bulk, they're bundling it together. So instead of one YouTube video for $500, maybe you do a YouTube video and an Instagram Reel for $750. So you wanna make sure that you're offering them packages. I also offer them a long-term contract option. So I do a la carte options, then I do a package price, then I do a package price with a 3-month minimum contract. This is gonna help you increase the amount that you're able to get from a sponsorship, and it helps the client get a better return on investment. Studies show people need to see something on average 3 times before they take action. Not everyone is in that early adopter phase where they first see a new product or a new website to try and they hop on it. That's not where everyone falls in that category. So I explain that as well to the clients. Hey, typically it takes for my audience 3 or more times of me talking about a product or talking about a website for them to trust it enough and actually give it a shot. That way, it shows that the brand is trusting in me and we are working together. And that way too, it shows my audience like, wow, she's talked about this a lot. She must really like it and really believe in it. So let me go ahead and give it a shot. So that's something that's really important as well, that you wanna make sure that you're portraying to your client in the negotiation process. So now, what else does this show the client when I'm going through all of these different things? It's gonna make me really professional in their eyes. I know what I'm talking about. I'm offering them different strategies based on the deliverables that they gave me, based on what they're looking for and their end result of this collaboration. So that's gonna help them make a better decision for their company, and it's gonna help you as well. So it's a win-win. So the more strategies and the more information you can offer them, the better off you're gonna be in the negotiation process. Because not every influencer is doing that. Not every person they reach out to is doing that. Some people are probably just sending over emails, YouTube video 500 send. Like, what? How about, hey, how are you? I'd love to work with you. I'm super excited. You really wanna get into it a little bit more. Make it show that you care about the return on investment that they're having in you as much as you care about being sure that it is a good brand to work with for your channel. So that way you're not selling selfishly, because they're gonna be able to feel that, and then they're not gonna be able to choose you, and they might go with another influencer or a competitor or whatever. If this video is helping you so far, make sure you take a second and smash that like button for me. Okay, let's get into the next step that I took. So for this brand, for example, we first agreed on just one YouTube video. That's it. That's all they wanted, was one YouTube integration. So what I did is I put the YouTube video integration into my best performing video that I typically put out. And I explained that to them. When I sent them over the video, right, I already sent it to them, they approved it, I published it in the video, I posted the video, the whole 9 yards. I then send that link to the client. Hey, here is the video in action that I went ahead and published. Then I'll also follow back up and let them know how many views it got. So in the email, I let them know, hey, I went ahead and published your integration into my best performing video. I know you're really looking for 50 signups, and it's really important to me that I'm able to get that return on investment for you. So I thought it would be best to put it in my best performing video. They're gonna see that, and because you're explaining the value of what you just did for them, they're gonna really appreciate that. Now, you'd be surprised, not every influencer or content creator or whatever you wanna call it is doing that. Some of them might be putting it in their lowest performing, they're already getting paid, they don't care. If you act that way or look at it that way, it's gonna affect how many brands work with you, and you're gonna wind up getting a lot of one and done sponsorships. You're not gonna be able to get brands to really continue to invest in you and truly form a partnership with you for a long term. It benefits both if both people are getting a good return on investment. And finally, here is how I was able to get a one-time sponsorship opportunity and turn it into a year-long contract. Remember in the beginning, we asked them, what would make this collaboration a good return on your investment? What is that key number that you need in signups or purchases or whatever for this to be worth your while? Say it was 50, okay? Now, at the end, I always ask them, would you mind sharing the analytics with me? I like to make sure that I know how well my videos are performing, what hooks I'm using, the whole 9 yards, so I can get better and better results for my clients. So would you mind sharing those results with me? 9 times out of 10, they're like, typically we don't do that, but yeah, we'll send you the results. I'm like, perfect. So they send me the results. Remember, they wanted, say, 50 people to sign up. Hey, you got 64 people to sign up. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I am so happy I was able to well surpass the amount that you needed from this collaboration. I'd love to work with you again. My audience truly loved your website, product, whatever, insert, right? What do you think about doing another collaboration moving forward? Then I started pitching the 3-month contract. So it's really good value for them. I wasn't doing a lot of sponsorships. This was early on in my influencer content creator journey. So I wasn't doing a lot of sponsorships, and having a 3-month contract guarantees me this much money for 3 months straight, which is awesome. And that's gonna help you have a lot more consistent income while you're doing your business on social media. So that is how I then transferred into getting them to re-sign, and not only re-sign, but sign a 3-month contract. So then after each of the 3-month contracts, I went ahead and shared with them the analytics. They shared with me their analytics. I put it together and pitched them a new proposal every 3 months. So I got them to sign 4 contracts in total, and we were able to work together for an entire year before they stopped having a marketing budget for that, and they wound up switching and turning the company in another direction. And let me know in the comments your advice and your tips for negotiating and landing brand sponsorships, so that way we can all benefit. So that is how I was able to get a 1-year contract all by myself, negotiated them, pitched them, and those are the strategies that I used. So hopefully this helps you a ton. Make sure that you save this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button right here. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.